Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of CookieCast. Today on CookieCast, it's the Formula One podcast, straight to the apex. The guys are here, they're talking races gone and races to come. All the race news, all the goss, all the stuff that's going on off the track, on the track, in the track? No, that's not right. Anyway, they're here, they're covering the Formula One. That's all you need to know. What we need to know is, are you subscribed? Are you? Because if not, now's the time to click that button. Click the like, share, subscribe, comment, leave a review where you can leave a review. Share that podcast around, though. That's the one we like the most. Share that podcast around. Right, let's get started. Here we go. This is CookieCast, straight to the apex.
What up, motherfuckers? Sorry. That is actually, guys, how I greet Edward. I've found out if I say lots of profanities to my 2.5-month-old son, he likes it and gives me a big smile. So we're going through all the Quentin Tarantino films at the moment, or anything else with Samuel L. Jackson that hasn't got any ties to Disney. As long as I'm swearing or I'm calling him a motherfucker, he's happy. Good parenting.
Parenting 101 right there.
Look, I'm doing better parenting than some. I'm not going to mention names, but you both know exactly who I'm referring to. Kate and Jerry.
Have you took him on holiday yet?
No.
What, Kate and Jerry? Or the kid, or James's kids? Who's he taking on holiday?
No,
Edward.
has
No,
he
not
took
yet.
Edward on holiday yet?
Nah. Look, it's weird, really, because I think I don't think John was much older than Edward is now when we took him out to Dubai.
Wow.
You got a
So,
taste of the
can't regulate
highlight.
his own body temperature, but let's go somewhere really sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd avoid Portugal though, for sure.
Yeah, maybe a bit. Guys, this is episode 7 of Straight to the Apex. It looks like I'm in the driver's seat today. Your host, James. My pit crew is Mark. I'm not wearing any hats anymore. I'm just going to go and accept it.
Yeah.
Wilkin, but you almost look borderline clean shaven as well. The stubble seems less.
It's I'm nicely clean shaven. Yeah, I've gone short today.
And then Tony T-Dog, I now wear the hats and want to be Tom Selleck if he hit the gym. What?
He won't know Tom Selleck is.
No.
See?
Mate.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh, you just Googled him?
Yeah.
Good tash, right?
Very good tash.
If you can get that, I'll be very impressed, and I'll do stuff. And I'm saying lights on stuff.
Yeah. He's a legend. That's what I'm kind of going for. But more is it more Tom Selleck? Is it 70s?
Oh, are you thinking more not Tom Selleck?
No, I know what you mean. I did
from Deliverance. Is it Burt Reynolds?
Yes. Yeah,
As
it's a bit thicker in the Burt Reynolds, isn't it?
What, Tom Selleck?
No, Bert's tash is a little bit thick. No, Burt Reynolds is a good one. Yeah, Bert's is a good tash.
Bert's is all right.
Selleck's is the best.
No, I know who it is.
Am I safe to come back yet? No.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
We're now talking mustaches. There's an actor, and he plays the new mayor in Family Guy, and he's got a really cool tash. And I'm just,
I mean, if you're going to talk tashes on a Formula One podcast, Nigel Mansell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom
Wow.
Selleck is the
I thought that would go down better. Anyhow,
thing is you gotta. He's clean shaven, and I'm
back in the day, he wasn't.
yeah.
Big Tash.
Is it a big step to go like get rid of the beard and keep the tash? That's a big step.
No.
Yeah.
Keep the beard. I think
I
what
think you
you're
should
doing
get rid of the
is pulling off now.
sides. I think.
No. Keep
Yeah.
that kind of side stubble. No, because then he's borderline like Yorkshire Ripper.
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm trying to avoid.
keep the stubble on the sides.
Because
Loving the tash, the little
Yeah.
soul patch. I think you just need to build out that tash a little bit. Google Sam Elliott. That's an impressive tash. I love how we're probably about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's Jesus Christ, that man's wow.
Yeah. 5 minutes into a podcast about F1, and all we said about F1 is Nigel Mansell, and this is episode 7. The rest of it has been facial hair. Don't worry, women, we are talking equality here. You've got facial hair too.
Wow. Right. Wow. Come on.
Yeah.
Keep James off a podcast for 6 weeks and then let him host the first episode. Let's see what happens.
Yep. Tashcast. Let's talk about Beardcast.
Oh,
No.
that's the new one.
Oh no.
There we go. Darkest timeline. Laces out.
Getting over.
In one. Straight to the apex.
Tashcast.
Tash podcast. Tashcast.
Sorry, Andy. Sorry. I feel like I've brought this
A
up.
weekly podcast just about facial hair.
Oh.
The Hair Sweet Show.
To be fair, Andy's got an impressive beard. He could join in.
He does have an impressive beard. I always get nervous
Very good
if he does come on these or we go to him. So I'm just like, I need my beard game to be on point. Because that guy looks like he can just wake up and it's just there. Hi, Andy. While we're talking about you, big shout out to Andy and the rest of the guys from Cookie Cast, as always. Give them a like, give them a subscribe, share the love, pin someone down, stick your AirPods into their ears and make them listen to it.
Yes.
It's fun. So anyway, how are we doing, lads?
Good.
Not bad. Rovers have gone off the rails a bit, haven't they?
Hey, it was going to happen. I saw your kid at the services on the way back home. We did have a little race when we both stopped for fuel. I saw Adam.
Oh, okay.
We did have a little race home. I overtook him just before the Humber Bridge. Obviously in the speed limit. Look, we can't win everything. We lost to Wigan. We didn't lose to Wigan. We got annihilated by Wigan. They played us at our own game. They were better than us. Wakefield could have gone either way, apart from a silly sending off by Suaso Su. I'm not panicking just yet.
No.
But there's 4 or 5 games we've got to lose in a row before we start panicking. And even then, I think we've said it many times on this podcast, they've got a bye for me this year. As long as they don't embarrass themselves, they kind of get in the playoffs. We aren't winning the Challenge Cup. If we don't win the league leaders, we don't win the league leaders. But they won everything last year, so fair.
Yeah,
do what you want.
You can't do it all twice.
No. It's proving how difficult it is. But let's be honest, this so-called slump we're in, win our game against Warrington, we're 2 points off the top.
Yeah,
that's true.
More annoying the amount of people going, would you play it? It's like, no, this isn't what I'm signed up for. It's like, mate, you wasn't a fan fucking 4 years ago when we actually could tell you more games that we lost than won.
Yeah. No.
How many bogey grounds did Rovers have 4 years ago? We never win at Wakefield. We never win at Castleford. We never win at Wigan. We never win at Huddersfield. the list was endless. We couldn't win out of Yorkshire at one point. So just calm it down.
Exactly. There's now to worry about.
No.
We've got a fairly good squad, really. And the only player who's out is Morg. And without sounding awful, I think we've played better without him.
I think
Jack's done a good job.
I like Jack Broadbent. I think that when you play him for 3 or 4 weeks, it shows because he's not a first team starter, but he's solid. He's always a 7 out of 10. But he's not a Warrington Morg moment. He ain't got that in him, like where he runs the full length of the pitch. But look, I would rather have him in the team every week somewhere than not, because he's one of them guys. He's like Batchelor, Hadley. They're all 7 out of 10s every single week, regardless. So, yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. Let's talk about the sport that we're actually here to talk about.
Woohoo!
So Wimbledon starts soon.
Friendship, the World Cup starts tomorrow.
Oh, mate, I've just have to go out and buy a football shirt for tomorrow just for work.
No,
Really?
God. Really?
Yeah. Well, we're doing a little thing, and I said, oh, yeah, I'm down for that. And then I thought, hang on, I can't be the only person not wearing a football shirt. So I had to quickly go out to Sports Direct on my break and grab one. I haven't gone out and bought a brand new one for 90 quid. I'm not that stupid.
I was going to say, why don't you just borrow one of mine? I bought a nice Real Madrid one from Florida, so you could have borrowed that before I even wore it. There you are.
I got a 1990 away kit.
Nice. Of who? What team?
Oh, for England.
Oh, for England. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, England. Unfortunately, we did a sweepstake at work. Thought we'd mix it up a little bit. £5 buy-in. You get 2 teams. We split all 48 teams into 2 tiers on the world ranking. So you were going to get a decent one and you was going to get a shit one. I got Uruguay and Panama. So I got 2.
I was just about to say Uruguay.
Yeah, I got Uruguay and Panama. Yeah, so I've lost that father.
Mate, Uruguay was the first team to win the World Cup.
Good knowledge. Good knowledge. I mean, look, it's in America. It's hot. I know it's hot because I was there a few weeks ago. England are going to do nothing. I don't think any European team is going to do anything. It's too humid. It's too hot. But yeah, World Cup starts. England, not really excited if I'm honest. Normally I'm into the World Cup. Can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Can't be bothered.
The times are crap as well,
I'm
aren't
going
they?
to say, yeah, it's more the time. It's like, oh, there's an England game on. What time? About 11. It's like, oh, fucking hell, I'll be in bed.
And if we get through, there's 2 a.m. The first round could be 2 a.m. And then if we get through that, we play Mexico in Mexico City, potentially.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
And also VAR is VAR plus this year for the World Cup. So it could be 10, 50 minutes extra time. So it could be late one. And as someone that's got two young kids at home, James, you're not watching them.
Yeah, I'll be lucky if I get to see the second half of a game that kicks off at 9.
When one of them's crying, you might wake up and see the second half and be like, oh, there's 10 minutes left. I can watch it now, I'm up.
Yeah. What other sports can we talk about? That's not F1.
Yeah, what
so
else?
F1.
Yeah.
There's plenty of races, and we've done fuck all about them. And guess what? We're not going to do anything about them again. Really?
Yeah.
Let's face it, Canada, not much really happened. I've got a massive bitch fit about pretty blue eyes.
Oh, which, let's be honest, carried on to Monaco. Yep. Let's be honest. Straight away, when you mentioned last week that you had a lot to say about a certain someone, it did make me laugh when then Monaco happened and said person was kind of in the spotlight again. But
yeah. So I don't know how we want to do. Let's do the news. Let's do with the news. I've got some for you. In fact, I've got 2 pieces I'd really like to do.
Okay.
Have a look.
So Sergio Perez got the first bunch of points for Cadillac this season.
Well done. Do
you want to know my other bit of news?
Go on.
They then got taken off of him.
Oh.
Yeah, Cadillac.
That's sad.
Get in, Cadillac. Well done.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was for. I can't remember. I want to say it was a false start. Yes, it was a false start because he didn't just do it at the beginning of the race. He also did it the second time they had a good start.
Yeah.
So yeah, well done there, mate.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder if they poured him his like glass of prosecco to celebrate the first points, and then when he got like halfway through the glass, he came back in and went, "Yeah, well, we're going to take that back now."
we're going to recork that. Thank you very much. Don't deserve it. I mean, starting with Canada, it was a sprint weekend. Canada's normally a very, very good race. And I can't remember the sprint, but the race had potential to be a mixed start sprint race on Sunday with weather. And McLaren fucked it up. And it was a pretty mundane Canada, wasn't it? From what I can remember. I still don't like sprint weekends. I know Tony hates them. Well, I still don't think he's on board with them. I just ruins it for me, drags it out. I don't think it's entertaining. The sprint race, it is. It's just
It's
not
got
fun.
worse with the
It has. Yeah,
It was
it has
weird
got
because the
worse.
first one was pretty good.
Yeah,
And then obviously they kind of changed it back again, going, right, all right, we can't do it like this. Changed the formula a little bit, and it went back to shit.
yeah. They're not long enough to obviously have a pit stop, so it's not entertaining with a stops. But then equally, they're too long, so that people are still managing engines and tires, and it's a bit of a halfway out.
Yeah, exactly.
a
It's
bit-
just a bit irrelevant.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's and then who remembers who won the sprint? Like,
I mean, the sprint, if I remember, turned into a bit of a testing session for some of them, didn't it? They're just
yeah,
basically like, yeah, we're not in the top 8, right? We'll use it to test. Aston Martin were just crossing the fingers every time they crossed the line, hoping the car would finish.
yeah.
Lance Stroll was hoping that he didn't crash because he has become the new Nicholas Latifi. Just yeah, like I say, I'm sure that James enjoyed Piastri on the radio saying intermediates was a mistake and being a whiny little bitch, potentially. But barring Woody, I can't remember much else.
No, I can't remember anything. I honestly cannot remember a thing, which says a lot about the sport in general.
Sorry about that. I was trying to find a certain speech that someone made last year. You know the one where he actually said, yeah, I haven't planned this or anything else. I just said it there and then it came out a few months later. He did have that whole thing planned out and actually got the journalist to ask him certain questions so that he could say it. Saying that the driver, when things don't go his way, he becomes reckless and dangerous and will do anything to anyone, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We all know where we're going here, don't we?
Yes. Yes.
Blue-eyed bitch. That's going to be the one this year. I forgot giving up on what the whiny little bitch. Whiny little bitch is boring now. He's not doing anything. He's back there somewhere. And Mark Webber's just like, Uber for Mark. Yeah, I think my thing this year is going to be that pretty blue-eyed bitch, George Russell.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to start, James? Because I literally wrote some notes for the first time in a race on my phone. Podcast note, and the title is Podcast Notes Woody. And then I've got a bit of a rant, but look, you're leading. I don't want to take it away from you. Go for it.
Oh, right. Trying to remember now because we've been so organised and did podcasts after races like we normally do, but just everything got in the way. So, Canada, there was the sprint, wasn't they? When he took Antonelli, I think he forced Antonelli off. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't think he did and stuff like that. He forced him off. He knew exactly what he was doing. And that really got to Kimmy. And then obviously Kimmy had his accident a couple of laps later on when he was trying to overtake George. But they even said when they watched it back, there's like a delve or something in the track there. So at that point, his tyre actually didn't have any grip. He couldn't slow down, and that's why he went off that second time, which is why he didn't have the greatest of days, did our little Kimmy. And then George is like, oh, I didn't do anything. No, it's not me. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, he's annoying. Which is why when it came to race day, I quite enjoyed it because everything that could go wrong for Georgie did. And Charlie was telling me off as well for being nasty about Georgie.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. She's like, oh, you can't be saying that. I was like, why not? She went, he's a British. I went, and?
Oh.
But it was just really annoying me. I thought he was driving aggressively because he's probably got fed up of seeing them memes that have been coming out where, you know, it's the one where he's got his hands like that and he's crying. And it's like when you've been driving shit cars all your life, you finally get in a rocket ship and then you're getting beaten by a 19-year-old rookie.
Yep.
So I get it, I do, but mate, everything you stand for, that the safety regulations, all of that kind of stuff, and the big fake speech that you made last year about Max Verstappen and his reckless behaviour and all of that kind of stuff, you can't then come out and do the exact same kind of thing. And on top of that, you don't do it to your teammate. Sorry, I'm all for letting people race and stuff like that and letting teammates race and stuff like that. But last time two teammates did stuff like this, after a while, they was told, you hit each other again and damage each other's cars, you're paying for it. And that was bloody Hamilton and Rosberg. So, yeah, I didn't like that. Then his car broke down. I was laughing a little bit. And he took I forgot what you call it, the neck brace, the kind of foam thing.
The hand system and the headrest, yeah.
He grabbed that and slung it out on the front of the track and straight away. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I went, Georgie, you can't be doing that. I went, that's a penalty. And Charlie went, that's not a penalty. She went, I understand why he's done it. I went, absolutely, but he's thrown it out on the track. I went, there are drivers still out there. Yet again, the head of safety for F1, the spokesperson, the ambassador of race safety, is throwing things out on the track. And it wasn't his dummy.
Well, that was out as well, definitely.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It maybe threw that to
also,
yeah.
I also said at one point, don't worry, George, if you find any moisture on your visor, it's not rain, it's just tears.
No.
But I did feel for him a little bit at Monaco.
Did you?
Only a little bit. I mean, let's face it. That guy was getting more penalties than Katie Price has had husbands. I mean, what was there? There was the alleged false start. It went under investigation.
Yep.
Speeding in the pit lane.
Yep.
Crossing the line after the pit lane.
Yep. Not serving his penalty.
He didn't serve the penalty. And I want to say there was a fifth. I just can't remember what it was. But yeah, I was. Yeah, what a shite day in the office for him that was. So I kind of felt for him a little bit. Not enough to actually care.
Obviously.
I thought it was quite funny.
Mm.
Because, I mean, at this point now, I'm trying to remember what the points... I looked at the points the other day. Because obviously, spoiler alert, Kim is romping it, guys.
He's got 88. Hamilton's got 90. And then Kimi Antonelli's got 156.
Yeah. 156, 90, and 88.
Wow.
So, at what point, if you're Mercedes, do you start looking at them and going, I know we don't have a number one, but we have to start looking at prioritising someone because constructors is probably nailed down.
Yeah, I agree.
They've got a good lead in constructors.
The car
there's
they've got.
consistency.
Yeah. Summer break.
Yeah.
What annoys me? So I wrote down from Canada. Basically, George Russell's overtake on Kimi. Brundle on commentary blamed Kimi Antonelli for it, for Kimi locking up and basically going across the grass, etc., etc. But Russell did cut across him on the straight. And, you know, if you're in a car and you see something out the corner of your eye, you react and maybe you snatch the brake a little bit. What? It was fair to a point, and then it crossed the line. And like you said, James, it crossed the line more so because it was teammates. So if it was Max v Lewis or Russell v Max or whatever, you'd be like you said, Russell would moan straight away if Max Verstappen did what he did to him.
And on top of that, if that was any other driver but George, Mercedes would have been straight on the radio, straight away saying they pushed Kimi off.
100%. 100%. What really annoyed me was Toto Wolff on the radio. Kimi's 19. He's Italian. He is volatile. He's about as much a sure thing as being volatile as James saying something controversial or borderline on the podcast. It's a given, right? It's going to happen. So you just roll with it. He's Italian, not James. Although
Me, Kimi.
no, it could be Italian.
Definitely.
The fact that Bono's got his we've talked about his experience, and Bono was like, Kimi, just drive, come on, get on with it, basically. And then Toto's on the radio, basically like, Kimi, we talk about this after the race. Like, oh, come on. If, like you said, if it was the other way around with George, Andy, Max, Toto'd be on the radio. No, Mikey, no. You know, and it's like, come on. Like, why didn't he just say, look, George, bit naughty, calm it down. Kimi, we'll discuss it after the race. Get your head down. Or say to George, you know that was out of order. Swap it back or something. You know what I mean? I just felt it was a bit shit for Toto because all he does is praise Kimi and he's this champion, he's this rookie driver we've put in and he's the next big thing. He sticks it to George Russell. Russell throws his toys out the pram, gets a bit too aggressive, and then Toto's like, "No, Kimi, no, you're in the wrong here."
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. And
I
then
mean, I will say this in Toto's defence. We've got to take what we hear on the radio with a pinch of salt because we don't know what was said to George. I would like to think Toto's had a similar thing to George, but Sky being Sky, they'll just be like, let's just play this bit.
Yeah, because it'll be a bit like Drive to Survive. Sky, you're going down that route, aren't they? Like you say. So Drive to Survive will literally be, yeah, when you say it like that, yeah, there may be, there's two sides to it. Yeah. I didn't think about that, to be honest. But Monaco, George was crap in practice. He was crap in qualifying. Just couldn't get the pace in the car. Was moaning about the car. Kimi did an absolutely unbelievable job. And then you've got, I mean, the pit lane speed thing, like 7 drivers got done. Clearly, there's a glitch in this. They were cutting the corner or something, weren't they? There was
cut the corner at the start, weren't they? And then they were ahead of the timer, so everybody got done.
Yeah, so that is that. But the fact that they actually told George Russell not to pit under the safety car, yet he come in against the team's rules, and you could see the mechanics hesitate. And there was like, what do we do? And then all of a sudden, they did the car. And it was like, oh dear.
Yeah. I saw him go in and I was like, I'm fairly certain he didn't save that.
Mm.
And then I was like, he didn't save it. I went, there was hesitancy, but I went, that was after they'd already done all the work. I went, so that one's serving. I went, no. I went, like, he's going back in. And then, yeah, sure enough, it's like, yeah, you get in a drive through or you get in 20 seconds. I did see a bloody thing.
Is this rock bottom for George Russell, or is there more to come?
I don't think it's far off. I just don't.
Yeah.
How has he not gelled with that car? It's a rocket ship. Like I say, even when they had a spell where McLaren or Max was up a couple of races, they brought some upgrades. It's an absolute rocket ship. George, like I think you've just alluded to it, James. He drove a Williams and he was getting in the points, hence what got him in Mercedes. How is he not driving a rocket ship well?
He's had a reputation for always out qualifying his teammate.
Yeah.
Always had. And
Hasn't met his match.
This is it.
No more excuses.
Is he now in it? He knows what he's got. He knows he's got that potential, but is that too much? I don't know. I'm the same as Matt. I don't think he's far off. It depends how mentally strong he is.
Is there a crash in George Russell?
Head games on this.
I don't think there's a crash. I mean, you said on a previous episode, Tone, that you think over the season probably Russell will claw it back, don't you? And Antonelli, being the rookie, probably make mistakes. Do you still think that?
I mean, I did think I did think that. I also thought of, yeah, okay, he's got 3 wins now. He's not going to get many more. He's gone and got 2 more, and he's got them at 2 different tracks. This Kimi, I don't believe the hype, but in the back of my head, I'm kind of like, he could win it because he's him and the car are like absolutely on it. So, but
he's getting faster.
And at Monaco, especially, that's
Do
balls.
That down.
Yeah, I mean, look at Leclerc.
That's what I mean, Mark. And that's what I thought at the end of Monaco. Monaco is a special track, prestigious, blah blah blah. The drivers have been round it for years, and he's just blasted it. He's just, okay. Max Verstappen in the start, that robbed us of an interesting race, and that would have been a really good test for him. But he's won Monaco. That usually takes some drivers years.
Well, look at Leclerc. He's from Monaco. He brushed the barrier and was very lucky not to break his wheel. And then the actual crash that took him out, obviously there was something wrong with the track because Stroll obviously did the same. But, you know, when you look at it, especially in qualifying was absolutely amazing for Monaco. It always is. And the way they're close. And it was like Max got first and you thought, right, that's it, they're done. Then Antonelli just beat him again. Then Lewis got first. And then Antonelli went, okay, I'm going to go beat you both. And he did. And you're like, hang on a minute. I was with Tony. I doubted Antonelli over a season. But if you can do that at Monaco and just there was zero pressure on him because all he did was, I'm just going to go faster than you. I've got loads in the tank here. I'm just going to another half second, bang. You can do that, can you, Max Verstappen? Right, bye-bye. Another half second.
Yeah, he's the youngest driver out there. Yeah, buddy.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you looked really like shocked then. I thought you'd got like breaking news or something like something, you know. Shit,
no.
Max Verstappen.
Maybe I froze at the wrong point. He's beat Max Verstappen. He's beat Lewis Hamilton. At Monaco when he's not on. He's got to beat them to get on pole in Monaco in his second season. Yeah, there's something special about this car and him this season.
You know, we said
I think we even said it on this. He kind of reminds me, and it might be because of who he looks like. He looks a lot like Senna.
Yeah.
I don't think we can compare him,
but that talent,
I think he's a good career.
Yeah, I think
and
you know.
No,
You know, at the beginning of the podcast, we said that in the Challenge Cup final, Wigan played Hull KR at their own game and Hull KR does. Antonelli played Max Verstappen at his own game and Max Verstappen. Because that's what Max used to do, didn't he? I can go faster than you.
What's helped Antonelli is he's had a couple of polls now, and every poll he's had a different threat. He's had 2 Ferraris up his ass. He's had Max Verstappen next to him. He's had Russell. He's had Norris. He's had quite a lot of big players. So he now knows their tricks. He's learned what they do. It's like you notice him now. He'll point certain ways at tracks. He'll have already known that anyway, but now he really knows. And yeah, I think this kid's going to do well. But
he's getting better.
Here,
Yeah,
and then we'll come back and we'll talk some more about this, and then Red Bull.
Okay, should we come straight back?
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, you. Yeah, you that's listening right now. Thanks very much for tuning into this episode of Straight to the Apex, the Formula One podcast from CookieCast. If you're enjoying this episode, why not like, share and subscribe? Whilst you're there, feel free to check out some of the other podcasts that CookieCast has to offer. If you like football, we've got a football podcast. NFL more your thing? Then the Laces Out podcast is for you. Maybe even a little bit of the wrestling. Just look for the Getting Over podcast on CookieCast. Maybe you want to listen to Andy's Darkest Timeline. It's there too. So, the F1 boys have probably got themselves a drink. It's time to get back to the action.
And we're back. For you guys, that was probably about 5 minutes listening to all the adverts, and the guy goes, "Hey, you. Yeah, you." And for us, that was 30 seconds, which no holds barred.
It works.
Exactly. It's not how long it takes, it's what you get or what you give.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Andy.
Got him, guys. Finally got him. Speechless.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we left off, we was kind of talking about Kimmy. So I feel he's going to do it.
What? Win it. Win it all.
Yeah. Now, bear in mind, it was about this time last year, I was like, Norris has got this. And you boys was like, nah.
No, I don't think so. There's a long way to go.
I'm just looking. So Barcelona's next. It's a track. So I wouldn't say it's a test for him. Would you? Like, if he wins, great. If he doesn't, then we won't be like, Austria's quite a bit of a go-karty track. But then
Austria's normally a Red Bull track, but
not this year, probably. So if he wins Barcelona, Austria, Silverstone, Spa, Hungary, they're quite difficult, aren't they? Because they're all different challenges. Silverstone's your high speed, Spa is low downforce, big straight, Eau Rouge. Austria and Hungary are very, very tight circuits. If he starts to get through that, then you think, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah.
It might have a crash, it might DNF, something might go wrong. It kind of takes him back a few steps. But
absolutely. I mean, Christ, at one point last year, I think we was all kind of sitting there thinking Norris has blown it now with his DNFs and everything. And
yeah.
I want to say Piastri had like a 30-point lead on him or something stupid like that.
I mean, I saw a headline this week. Lewis Hamilton's only second, guys.
Do you know what? I can't actually believe he's second. I think he's actually done. He's gone under the radar, Lewis, this year. You know, he's got 2 seconds, Monaco and Canada. Everyone's down on him that Leclerc was kicking his ass again and Lewis is finished. He's quietly second in the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there was a whole Ferrari controversy with brakes this weekend. There was also a whole Ferrari Kim Kardashian controversy this weekend.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all saw what she tried to do when she stole Kimi Antonelli's towel.
Yeah, and she also
You
badged
know,
Michael
a
McIntyre
little bit
out
of
the way.
sabotage.
Yeah. And refused to speak.
Oh, yeah. But then Air from Wicked did made him when Martin Brundle said, I don't want to talk. Oh, don't be on the grid then. You're on a grid in Monaco. Don't be on the grid.
I'm not allowed to do interviews. Well,
And Kim Kardashian was like, huh?
yeah.
Oh, no.
If there's anybody that's media trained, come on, she's fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
and they're all told anyway. There's a rule there. It's like if they approach you, speak to them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get off the grid, and then they all do the same kind of thing. But yeah,
But yeah, I mean, the brake thing this weekend was quite an eye opener. Like, obviously, the track broke up, Leclerc crashed, so did Stroll. But then Leclerc was very, very animated on the radio. And what it turns out is Ferrari is sponsored by Brembo brakes. Lewis Hamilton has always used brakes from another supplier called Carbon Industries, who are, I think, they're Chinese or Japanese. And he didn't have any brake problems this weekend, where Charles Leclerc did. And Charles Leclerc's had brake problems for about 3 races. So Charles Leclerc is basically slagged Brembo off and is leaving Brembo to. So the team that are sponsored by Brembo but don't have Brembo brakes. So I'll be interested to see if this actually solves anything or if it is Leclerc having a crash in him, like we always say.
I mean, is this Leclerc having those? I don't want to use the term mind games being played because they're not. But is Leclerc starting to get that little ounce of paranoia there? Similar to when Rosberg started winning races after the summer break, he went, "Oh yeah, I just started biking 10K a day and I lost some weight." And then Hamilton was just like, "Is it because he's lighter than me and stuff like that?" And then Hamilton had a bit of a pitfall. Is this the same kind of thing where Leclerc just can't figure it out, so he's looking at everything that Hamilton's got that he hasn't? And am I waffling on here?
No, I think you're right. I think Leclerc's never had a teammate that is dominating him like Lewis is this year, but no one's talking about it. That's what's really weird. I didn't know Lewis was second.
Yeah.
Because
he's just signed a long-term contract, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's just it's a really weird position to be in because it's almost like the seat is his. He doesn't really have to. I don't feel like he has to earn it. Do you know what I mean? Just there's an air of that.
I kind of felt for him as well this week as well, because he's had a big week. He's signed a new contract, stuff like that, and he wasn't having a bad weekend. Ferrari was looking pretty dominant through most of it, and then Leclerc just had that towards the end, where obviously Stroll had gone off and hit the barrier, and then as soon as he got it fixed, Leclerc went and did the exact same thing at the exact same corner and hit the exact same point in the exact same barrier. But then he came out and he went, it was the brakes. It had to be the brakes. And it's like, mate, there was more potholes there than there was on bloody Beverley Road from Hull City Council.
Straight away, you knew something was wrong because, like you said, it was like a mirror image of the crash, and it was during the warm up, just before the safety car come in. So, but like you just said, it was so quick. Like, how did he not see the pothole, or how did he not think, "Oh, hang on a minute, it was that"? But he was. That's the most animated I've ever seen him, and he was like, "I take the blame when I crash, but I'm not taking this one, not a chance." Yeah, it was a track. No, it was a brake.
Right.
Embarrassing.
Who would have thought that?
Yeah. But why?
And on top of that,
go on.
How do they fix it so quick?
Yeah.
We all live in the UK. We know what potholes are like at the moment.
Yeah.
They're there, and they are still there, and they don't go, and they get bigger. And the
He lives
council
there.
like, what?
He's from there.
Is that
Yeah.
why? Is that why he got it fixed so quick? He was like, "Look, I'm a resident." Pray Prince
Embarrassing.
Albert,
Yeah.
get it started.
He got on the phone with his counsel.
But yeah, I just feel like I don't feel like anyone's talking about how good a season Lewis is having, especially after the disaster he had. Apparently, disaster he had last year, and it's almost like he's beating Charles outright, and it's like everyone's just sweeping under the carpet, like it's now major. But in fact, it is. If Lewis has got a grip on this formula and that car, then second in the championship's massive.
Yeah, but you say this, Mark, it's Ferrari. So you know there's a fuck up coming. You know the team's
Yeah.
fuck him over. You just know it's coming. Like,
Now, and without sounding awful, how many of us was expecting some kind of Ferrari fuck up at Monaco?
Oh, without a shadow. When there was be out the safety car and Charles backed off to give him room so they could double stack, and Lewis had the penalty, didn't he, for speeding in the pit lane? I thought this is going to end badly. This is going to end terribly. And to be fair, they did all right, but you was on the edge of your seat thinking, "You're sorry."
Bernie Collins was calling it as well, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And she's fucking
On it.
sound there. She was saying
On
like
it.
2 or 3 laps before. If I was Ferrari, I would be swapping them around because you want to stack them both, but Hamilton has his penalty, and then they didn't happen, and they both went in. I'm like, oh,
Here we
there's
go.
a fuck up at Monaco.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pulled it off well. They did a really good job there.
Only because the field was spread out massively. Let's put a caveat on that. The field there was only 3 cars on the lead lap. The 2 Ferraris and Antonelli. So Leclerc was able to back off 5 or 6 seconds because no one was behind him. If someone was behind him, Ben, like you just said, Bernie called it. That was Ferrari's fuck up. 100% that was Ferrari's fuck up because Leclerc would have been at the back. So really, they dodged a bullet. Really.
But yeah, going back to Hamilton, I don't think it's much a case of he's getting swept under the rug and no one wants to talk about him. I think there's that much other stuff going on. Because let's face it, you've got a 19-year-old kid in his second season in Formula One, and if I'm right, I might be wrong here, so forgive me. Didn't go through F2. He went straight from F3 to F1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Second season in, he has just won his 5th race in a row. Very confidently, and you can watch that and you can listen to Bono saying, just slow it down a little bit. He's got plenty more in the tank. But then you've also got what the hell is going on with Red Bull. So there's that much other stuff that's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he just not forgetting about something like that? Just kind of, he's just doing his own thing, and it'll all start coming back.
Yeah.
So what's the with Red Bull?
he bypassed Formula 3 and he went straight into F2.
Oh, did I? Right.
Which is still a bit crazy, isn't it?
What's up with Red Bull? They've now got a Ford engine in, and they're finding out Fords aren't very good. Shock. If Ford wanted to sponsor us, I am sorry, and I will take that back and slag Vauxhall off.
Damn it.
And if Vauxhall want to sponsor us, Ford a shit. Yeah, I mean, Hadjar was lucky to get fared. Let's be brutally honest before we go on to Max, because Hadjar had that many engine problems of losing power, undrivable.
Yeah.
Like something else was going on, and he was like, "It doesn't feel right, guys. It sounds wrong." That engine was hanging on, and then you throw in what happened with Max. He's second on the grid, and all of a sudden you think, "Oh, he's bogged down. It's one of them starts." Then he just pulls left, and it's like, "Oh no, it's dead." Yeah.
I'm going to say something a little bit controversial here.
Oh, shit.
Have you noticed that at one point, if anything ever happened to an a Red Bull car, it was never Max's? But now that a certain
No,
fiddler
no.
has left
That's
the team,
no.
Max seems to have trouble as well.
No, something similar went through my mind actually again this week. Has there been a difference since that guy, the guy who will not speak of, has left? Is there a difference?
Sorry, just itch on my nose. Just
It's not Hitler. We can mention his name on the podcast. It's not Voldemort.
Hitler.
Right, okay. Hitler.
I thought you were referring to me doing that.
Sorry, no.
No, no.
I'm a mustache guy.
Go
Yeah, has there been a difference in the Red Bull team? Can't really notice it, can you? Because new engine regulations, yada yada yada.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm not saying that everything that's gone wrong has happened since Horner's gone. Because
on.
obviously,
Said his name.
Oh,
do I need to like spin round 3 times really fast and touch the ground? And
Yeah.
like when you
No.
see a Macbeth at the Royal Shakespeare Company.
If you say it again, he's going to turn up at that window right in the back of your shot. There. He's just going to be stood there.
3 times in the mirror, he turns up behind you, and he's got a hook through a hand.
what was the rule? If you say it 3 times, he ends up on the podcast or something, doesn't he?
Oh, God knows. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
We've tried that with other people and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, that was the one. She never turned up, bitch.
Oh no, she's down here.
It's funny.
Sorry.
I mean, that's not funny. No, it was funny. It's funny because you're kind of right when you think about it, but Horner, Jonathan Wheatley, and Adrian Newey are all gone. Mateschitz is now no longer in charge, really. And all of a sudden, Max is getting all these Kremlins. Let's be honest, we all laughed at Sergio Perez and said his car is different.
Yeah. And then Perez came out after his NDA had finished and said, "There's a reason my car was different." And yeah, it does kind of look a little. I mean, I always made those jokes of, is it really a case of Perez is going through more engines than Max, or is Max having the engines, but they're saying that Perez has got them? And now it's that kind of shit. I was only joking, but you've got to wonder.
You've got to wonder because it's Red Bull. Like, say they got 5 engines each. Yeah, you've got to wonder that if Max got the brand new one every single time, is it because of changing? I can't see it. In a world of F1,
No.
They've got all stickers on, so it's so regulated.
Yeah.
I mean, there was films and everything, so you can't really imagine it, but
still, it's just a bit weird that
it's really
he's having as many problems as he is.
But then it's really easy to believe conspiracy theories, isn't it? So
yeah. It
is new regulations. It is Ford.
Yeah.
There's going to be issues, isn't there? But there's no more embarrassing place than to not get off the starting grid, especially when you're on the front row.
Yeah.
I'm champion. Yeah, it was.
He would not have liked that. He didn't. He said a few choice words, didn't he?
Especially after what he'd put qualifying, like we said, it was such a battle, and it was quite an old school Max Verstappen battle. With other drivers where they were outdoing each other, and to put all that effort in on Saturday to literally not even get out of your starting box is like, that won't have gone down well with most people.
No,
but Max Verstappen being Max Verstappen, that will not have gone down at all well.
No, absolutely not.
But do you know what? I'm kind of glad for the championship. Because if Red Bull had dominated, I know they didn't win it last year, but if Red Bull had dominated this year, like, Max fell out of love with F1, then he kind of liked it, and then he's broke down since. So it's like, it had just been boring. At least Mercedes have come back. Ferrari's in and out of there. McLaren seem to come up. They've suddenly gone away again. When Max's car's working, he's kind of up there a little bit. It's making it more of a spectacle, though. Actually, week to week, you don't know who's going to turn up. apart from Mercedes, and dominate.
Yeah, very true. Very true. I think if it weren't for Kimi Antonelli, it would be wide open, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
He's pretty much your only steady.
Yeah, he is.
But I mean, like I said, Lewis is on 90, George is on 88, Leclerc's 75. Then you've got a bit of a gap. Oscar at 60, Lando 58, Max 43. Then there's a bit more of a gap. Isaac 29, Liam Lawson 26, Pierre Gasly on the same. And that's the top 10. So
it's very close. I mean, we spoke about it the other week. Bono's got to get a lot of credit because, like you said, Kimi, we don't need fast laps. We need the car back. One piece. That's coaching a young 19-year-old to say, "Hey, it's a very, very close track. Just curb it and get it home." So really, Kimi's got experience, but it's not through himself. It's through in his corner, isn't it? So
no, he's got probably the best person in his ear that you could have. I mean, you look at Bono and his CV. I mean, Jesus, he was Schumacher's engineer. He was Hamilton's. The guy's done nothing but speak to champions for most of his career.
Yeah,
and not just like the odd champion here and there. We're talking really. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time champion. Sorry, 6-time champion. Schumacher. That they haven't just won one or two. You know, they can do it in the sleep. And Bono's always been there and just talked them through it. He knows how to keep them calm and everything else like that. And he's doing the same with Kimi now. So granted, Kimi's got a bit of talent. He's still young. He's still got a lot to learn. But he's got one of the best people there to help him out.
And the more you look at it, sorry, Mark,
go on.
The more you've got it's a recipe for a success, isn't it?
Do you know how old he is? Bono.
He's young as Bono.
Yeah. How old's Bono?
Must be.
Googled it.
50s, surely. 50s, 58.
You see, I thought he was younger.
I'd have put him in his mid-40s, maybe.
I'd have said mid-45-ish. I'd have said he looks that 51.
Yeah.
51.
Really?
Yeah. Born 75. So it's like, he doesn't look 51.
No, that guy moisturizes.
I know, I want to ask what he's using, because even his hair ain't grey. But, like, I was just reading his career, started at Jordan, then he went to Braun. He went with Jensen, then he went, obviously, Braun turned into Mercedes. He's been at Mercedes ever since, worked his way up, like, say, Michael Schumacher's engineer, Lewis's engineer. Now, Kimi's is the best mentor to have in that team. And like you said, dream partnership. You've got the experience of an engineer that knows how to win a championship and get his driver through. And he's a guy that probably is a good manager and adapts. Look, Kim is different to Lewis, so I need to change because Lewis like this, it that way. Kimi doesn't. So it's all that. And if I'm brutally honest, I think we've said it before. If I was George Russell, I'd have been like, I want Bono. I think he missed that boat.
Unless Toto had something to do with that, and I'm just not.
Maybe putting a youngster in the car, it was, look, he's going to go with Bono, no one else. Maybe,
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
And that's why is there a bit an air of well, he's favoured because he's the up and coming new kid, blah blah blah. He's the star. Do you know what I mean? Is there a bit of that in there? A bit of jealous, not envy.
Maybe.
As well in there.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? I'm number one. I should be the number one, but I'm not because this young styler is taking the limelight. He's getting the rub of the green almost. He's the one that's been almost put at the front and centre when it should be me. I've been here the longest. I've been driving the longest. I'm the better driver. Like,
Do you think
do you
it's
know
a bit
what
of
I mean?
complacency from George? Because he probably heard Lewis was going to Ferrari and thought, like you just said,
Yeah,
right, now I'm the king here.
yeah.
No one's in my way.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
you
That's a good
you
point.
you, you want to get a rookie in the second car? Not a problem. I'll fucking
Yeah,
dominate him. And
yeah.
then Toto loved George. He loved him. He managed him at Williams. He got him into Mercedes, and it's like George maybe thought, right, I've got this, and then Kimmy's come in and absolutely nailed him, and he's thought, oh shit, fuck. And he's maybe trying too hard now. And when you try too hard, you push it and you make mistakes. And maybe it's a case of George being a bit of a big head and like probably telling his girlfriend at the time, I'm the fucking Don now. This
Yeah.
is my team. Mercedes, Weck's team. I'm the boss. And Kimmy just got in. Nope.
I'm the leader. I lead this
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
I wonder if this had anything to do with contract negotiations as well that happened last year.
Mm,
And that was hanging around. I wonder if
yeah, maybe. Because there was the
Yeah,
Max talk, and George was like, mate.
is.
You what, sorry?
yeah.
Have they ever actually finally announced how long the contract is?
I don't think they have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else we got? Is there else? The penalties. Let's talk about the penalties quickly. There was a shit ton. I mean, there was false start accusations thrown out at bloody.
George Russell was a mile ahead of the fucking starting box.
I think they kind of said he was angled, so it was fine.
His wheel was just touching or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, there was George Perez. I think Bottas. There was about 3 false start investigations. The speeding in the pit lane for about 7 drivers.
Yeah, a lot of people were told to
was-
coast.
Yeah, I think there was 2 for crossing the line, and then all the bloody red flag infringements. I was quite surprised Hamilton got away with that.
Yeah.
I was surprised Hadjar did as well. Because I mean that second safety car, you saw, who would it have been? You saw Antonelli go by, and I'm not being. You could probably boil an egg in the time it took before Hamilton went by after that, and they're like, "Oh no, that's fine." The only thing I can think is, yes, he was more than 10 car lengths, but no one was expecting that second safety car that quick, so it helped. I don't know,
Yeah.
but there was a lot going on at Monaco. It was a weird one.
It was actually quite an enjoyable Monaco. I haven't said that for a long time.
Those last couple laps, when you're sitting there, you're looking at like Piastri, who's currently in 7th, but then they worked out because of all those drivers that could be looking at penalties, he's probably looking at 2nd place here.
Yeah,
Because
well, yeah.
there's people that have got a 20-second penalty, which was Hamilton, Hadjar, and Russell, and then there was Gasly as well.
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Their penalty is going to suddenly jump up to the podium, but yeah, fucking weird. I've never seen so many bloody penalties and investigations and everything in one race in my life.
No.
And they didn't tell Gasly at this finish line that he had penalties. So he celebrated for the whole lap at the end. And then they told him.
Oh,
So he was absolutely devastated.
I think it was that kind of situation when, when you've got some bad news to tell someone, but they seem really happy, and you do that thing where you're thinking in your head going, should I tell them now?
Yeah. I've missed the boat now. I've got to tell them.
Maybe I can't say anything now. If I tell them now, it's going to be really awkward. I'm just not going to tell them.
Yeah.
Do you think it was?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably.
I'll just leave a little post-it note in his locker and hope he'll find it when he gets changed.
They quickly made him a fake trophy. Oh, yeah, you've won, but you're not going on the podium for this one. No, not this time.
They got Rice Krispies and marshmallows, molded it all together, and then wrapped it in tinfoil. There you go.
Was it the Three Lions video where they held a melon or something and put it in custard and made the Jules Rimet trophy? That's what some mechanic was there like that. There's your trophy. Oh dear.
Oh, bastard.
Yeah, that was a bit harsh.
So,
Yeah.
has anybody got any other news?
No.
I've got some absolute bombshell news,
Ooh.
and it's obviously the return of Aston Martin. According to F1 Gate Japan, Aston Martin is reportedly targeting a gain of up to 2 seconds per lap from the Hungarian Grand Prix. The upcoming AMR 26B package is expected to feature a major weight reduction, a significant aerodynamic redesign, and a potential all-new suspension setup. Honda is also set to introduce an upgraded power unit, with further performance gains coming through improved ADUO allowances. If the reports are accurate, Aston Martin could be one of the biggest movers in the second half of the season.
What, getting up to 16th?
There we go. Clip that.
Yeah, being slightly better than Cadillac.
The Aston Martin hat may be returning.
Maybe returning.
Soon.
It might return.
On the subject of Aston Martin, how the hell did George Stroll manage to exceed track limits at Monaco?
George
Who?
Stroll. Is he a new driver?
Stroll. How did Lance Stroll manage to exceed track limits in Monaco?
Because Lance Stroll can do special things.
Does what he wants, that guy.
Yeah. He is taking it further than Nicholas Latifi. Not only does that guy crash, he finds gains on a track that's fully barriered off on a street circuit that's narrow as fuck. That is a special guy. I don't actually know. The guy's an absolute clown. He is a clown. The more I see him on telly, the more I think you look like a Muppet, as in like the Muppet Show. Like
he does the media stuff, and he just looks absolutely awkward.
Completely out of his comfort zone.
I'm just waiting to see
years.
I'm waiting to see the chef in the background going hooty goody floody. Like just no, he's not an F1 driver.
Elmo would have better charisma than him.
Gonzo would, as would Animal.
Bring on the new signing of Cookie Monster. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, they just like tie a rod to the bloody halo on his F1 car with a piece of string and a cookie at the end of it.
Big yellow bird. Big yellow bird would sell more bloody fucking shirts than him. Fuck's sake.
Wow.
It's just...
Yeah, what a clown. Right.
Yeah.
So, predictions.
Yep.
So, Mark got really excited saying, I'm sure James will be really happy to talk about mine. And he's going on like you'd think he'd got first, second, and third when he didn't.
No, I didn't.
You did well, though. You are doing pretty well. So, Mark, you had 12 points. So, for Canada, you predicted Antonelli, Norris, and Max. You got Antonelli and Max. You've now got 16. I had 6. I went Antonelli, Leclerc, Norris. I've now got 9. Tony, you had 4. You went Norris, Antonelli, Leclerc. You've still got 4. We didn't do predictions. We didn't even like message each other through the weekend either. Just like
no. And I would have picked the winner as well.
I was actually going to go Antonelli, Hamilton, Hadjar.
Yeah. I wrote in my book. Look, I definitely wrote.
I would have got 8 points this week.
After a penalty.
I predicted Max would break down on the grid. Like,
so we all got 20 points that one.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm writing my predictions on the spot right now.
I don't have a clue.
So, host goes first. I have gone Antonelli for the win. I am going to say, Hamilton second and Leclerc third. And I'm going to say Tony can go next.
Amazing. Fucking hell, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Because it could be 3 or 4 winners here, 5 winners.
Well, one.
Kimi Antonelli he can't keep on winning. He can't.
So you're putting Antonelli for the win, right?
Yeah, but because he's so strong. Because he's so strong. But he can't, he just can't. Surely he's got to stop winning at one point. But so it's going to be Antonelli.
You want to put Stroll second because that guy can find a straight line in any track.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might get a few penalties. Might drop him down a few places. I'll go Alonso instead. No, I'm joking. Fucking hell. I want to go Russell, the return of George Russell. Who was quick in testing in Barcelona? I don't fucking know. Max Verstappen, third. It's got to come back with a vengeance, surely.
It's hard at picking a second and third.
You could be really clever and think, well, if somebody doesn't, will George Russell still finish second if there's a different? I don't know. I've got 4 points. Who the fuck am I?
How defeatist of you.
Yeah.
What you got, Mark?
Oh, sorry. I don't know if to change it.
Oh. Don't say anything.
Give me Lewis Max. I am
Lewis
changing it. That's what I had written down. You throw me with Russell. Is this the return of Russell? I feel like it's going to go on a little bit longer.
Yeah, I think there's a couple more.
Yeah. I think he may make a return at Silverstone because I'm predicting it now. The Ferraris won't do well at Silverstone. But unless they bring an upgrade, and then they probably might do.
Lewis can't win again, can he?
Who knows? Who knows?
You know what? I know we just said Ferrari won't do well at Silverstone, but the way Hamilton's getting podiums at the moment, you can almost see him getting one there.
Yeah.
He does special things. He does special things at Silverstone. That's true.
That home race boost.
Yeah.
Kimi Antonelli's in a rocket ship.
That is true.
So if it's gonna nail quali because he's got the fastest car and he's the most in tune with the car. And if he's anywhere near the front, which is probably going to be front row, is then just going to blast off into the distance, isn't he? Because he's got the best car. It's a 50-lap race. Best team. Bono.
You're talking me into Mark now. Do I bin Lewis off and put Russell?
Do you know what I mean? It takes one safety car and Ferrari goes stay out and it's over for Lewis, isn't it?
Oh, you're messing with my head now. The more you're talking, I don't know what to do. No, I've done it now. I'm in.
Well, I mean, I've already written it down, so tough.
Exactly. It's too late now. Too late. Yeah.
I don't even look in my hands anymore, so it's done. And on that bombshell, I think we're good, boys.
Amazing.
So that was it. That was episode 7.
Was it? Bloody hell, good show.
Yeah. It's weird. I was very confident at the beginning of it, and now that we got to the end of it, I'm like, oh, was it? Who knows? Andy will confirm.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
And my tiny nipples went to France. But yeah, guys, that's another one done. We'll be back again next week, in theory, if we start playing by the rules again. Yeah, we'll be able to talk about Barcelona, see where we are with the points, any more news, or how that blue-eyed pretty boy bitch is doing. But yeah, massive shout to Andy. Share the love of Cookie Cast. Give a like, give a good subscribe. Listen to the other ones as well. There's some cracking stuff on there. But yeah, until then, I'll see you all again soon.
See you later, guys.
Love you guys. I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
So there we go. What do you think of that? Another one done. Another one gone. Big thank you to the guys for doing what they do the best. The best. There's grammar for you. And big thank you to you for watching, listening, however you digest this podcast. Now then, do you want to be a part of it? Do you want to get involved? A few simple steps. Clicking buttons. We all love clicking buttons. Let's click some buttons together. Click that like button. Subscribe. Share the podcast. Leave a review where you can leave a review. Leave a comment where you can leave a comment. While we're clicking buttons, might as well jump over to thecookiecast.com. That's the website. Over there you can get in touch with us. Drop us a social media message, I guess. Or just drop us an email. Hi, how you doing? Love the podcast. Simple. Right, that's it for this one. Until next time, I'm going to say bye. And I'll see you then.
Thanks for listening. If you like this episode of Cookie Cast, please like, share and subscribe.